All right, welcome back to Bring the Wood podcast. We're good to be back. It's been a while since we made a video, but we're going to jump right into this one. Today, we're going to be talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars and what kind of potential did they bring this year. They had a ton of first-round talent, so let's take a look. Starting with Travis Etienne, the guy's college stats are amazing. With 78 total touchdowns at Clemson, 16 of those were for 44 yards or more. To me, that just screams that the guy's got top-end speed. Look at his pro day. He ran a 4.4.
4 would be sweet. He's moving too.
Woo. Now, I know everyone's going to be like, man, he's 5'10", he's undersized. But if you look at his stats and just the way he runs with the ball, he runs so ferociously, so much power, and his yards after catch are unbelievable. And that's exactly why I think Urban Meyer is using him as a receiver. And in recent interviews, Urban's been saying that he's using him mainly as a receiver, quote unquote. That's the reason why we drafted him.
She made a decision, rookie camp, 100%, the majority, I don't know if it was 100%, but all his individual training was at wide receiver. And that's the reason we drafted him, is the opportunity to be a dual threat guy. And our history is always we've had a guy like that, and we saw him as that guy in the draft this year. So right now we're focusing on the fundamentals of wide receiver play, learning the offense from wide receiver. And like I said, worst case scenario, you have a running back that's elite with receiver skills. Best case scenario, he's a legitimate dual threat guy.
Which I kind of agree with. Look at the strategy. You already have James Robinson with the power running back. Why not use him to run some screens or some slot receiver? But some more about Travis. The guy's fashionable. He's a likable guy. He's wearing number 1. I feel like he has a chip on his shoulder. He's ready to prove something. Him and Trevor, they already have chemistry. I don't really see how you don't think that can be successful. I'm super excited to see Travis in the number 1 jersey wearing some Adidas cleats. He just got his Adidas deal. I'm wondering if he's a soccer fan. Look at his Instagram. He's got stylish posts here and there. I wonder if Adidas would give him some Yeezys to wear or some of Kanye's stuff. It's pretty interesting. I don't really know that many players that have Adidas deals. I know Nike signed quite a few players this year, Under Armour as well. But for sure, and I think for Travis's style, from looking at his Instagram, I definitely think the Adidas deal was the way to go. Look at this Jaguars offense, though. You have Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, James Robinson, DJ Chark, and Tim Tebow. Pretty electric, honestly. If they can just get their defense settled, get Kayvon Chaisson back on track, get him to work. They have Dylan Moses from Alabama as well, and they have CJ Henderson, who, if he can stay healthy, will be a solid cornerback for Jaguars. If Urban can put together this team, get this offense rolling, get this chemistry going, a good season would be a 6-win season, in my opinion. They're in the AFC South, so they do play Houston, Indy, and the best of all of them, the Titans. But overall, their schedule is not hard. They get to play the Jets. They get to play all of those teams twice. They have to play the Bills, Arizona. So I'm actually pretty curious to see how Urban does with this team this year. You have talent. Put it together. You have no excuse but to win some games this year. That's my opinion. And in recent interviews, Trevor Lawrence mentioned that Tim Tebow was in fantastic shape and is quote-unquote just a guy you want to be around, which who doesn't want to be around Tim Tebow? The guy is so soulfully strong. He's just a leader. He had unbelievable college stats. I know his NFL career hasn't really made it out to be as well it is, but just a leader, a good person in the locker room to have to lead this young team. I'm super excited to see his face on for the Jags again. Worst case scenario, he's an athlete. He does look like he's in great shape. He looks like he's been putting on some weight. And again, worst case scenario, you use him as a blocking tight end for this 1-2 punch at running back. I expect to see a competitive team. I'm really super pumped to see these new freshman guys coming in, trying to make a name for themselves, trying to establish a fan base, and really just put their hand out there and give it a rip. So, overall, did the Jags have hope? I believe so. Well, that just wraps about everything up. I would love to hear from y'all. Let me know what you guys want to see. What teams do you want me to talk about? And throw in my opinion and just kind of talk about the football world as a whole. Well, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.